What's up, everybody? Circus here, coming at you with, well, a very impromptu video. Ryan and I were starting to discuss things before filming other videos, and we started getting on the topic of the KCGT and how it just kind of slows down the game, right? And you started going off, and I said, Ryan, stop. I'm going to start recording. So go.
The Ryan rant was about to start. No, I was going to get into it because, like, you know, if you think of like a bunch of other game companies and games, you know, I'm thinking like Riot or Blizzard or, you know, whatever you think about those companies outside of what they're currently doing with their video games. The competitive scene is always seen as like the biggest, most important event in the entire year. And then you come to Duel Links and you've got KCGT, and KCGT isn't even streamed in English. You know what I mean? Like last year we got like the finals streamed. Farfa did the stream, which was very strange. If I'm Konami, I would have been like, hey, DK, you get 5,000 viewers on a daily average stream. Why not go directly to him for Worlds? Why go to someone outside and get someone else? You know, the guy only pulled in like, I think 900 to 1,000 viewers, and we were like 500 viewers. We were like right on his ass with viewership. And it's just the weirdest thing why Konami doesn't promote KCGT to its English audience even more, when in Japan, alternatively, you switch over to the YouTube stream with where the Japanese live stream is. I believe they had Sun last time, which is a Duel Links player and is a very, very well-known player and gets a ton of views on his YouTube channel. He is a Duel Links player, and they had him host Japanese Duel Links KCGT, and they had an insane amount of viewership over in the Japanese YouTube channel.
Well, we were just saying
it's just very weird because the game feels like it dies during.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We were just saying, you know, when KC Cup comes around, the game dies. Nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody likes it. You know, we were just talking about how like our YouTube audience is just like, I don't want anything to do with this. You know, and it's like, they're just, but why? It's the biggest event in the game, and people are like, I don't care. It doesn't.
Also
it doesn't affect
me. As a player who just plays normally, just for ranked and stuff, it's also super important to follow the KC Cup very closely because whatever gets played is going to get nerfed. You know what I mean? Regardless of how powerful it is.
True.
Look at Cairo. Even in KCGT, he played Ritual Beast Shadow Game. Not even like a week later. You know what, guys?
Shadow Game.
Fuck Shadow Game. You know, that wasn't fun. Let's get rid of it. And then there's like Six Samurai. The second Worlds we ever had. Six Samurai. It did, you know, Six Samurai stuff. Triple, draw 6, summoned with Dojo, World Legacy Clash. Got banned a day later. Literally a day later, immediate nerf to Six Samurai.
We're done with this.
So I think like a lot of people talk about KC Cup and then like the top 100 decks. No. There's one thing that even determines the ban list even faster than all those, and that is literally KCGT and or Worlds, whatever you want to call it. That is the big determination factor. Because I think all the Konami executives are watching. You know what I mean? And they're very, very quick to decide on what deck gets nerfed. If your deck makes it to the top cut, it's probably going to get nerfed.
So here's a question. Why do you think people like our YouTube audience, you know, the non-competitive audience, I guess you could call it, and that's not a dig on anybody because we definitely have, we have the Twitch audience, which is very competitive, and then our YouTube audience that's more casual. Why do you think our YouTube audience or the casual player just doesn't care about this? And what could Konami do to make them care besides dream tickets and gems, guys? I know, but besides that,
it's just it has no impact on their day-to-day gaming experience with the game, other than it's just like a random thing that happens for a bunch of people who, in their mind, are people they'll never duel against or never interact with, which isn't true. You could easily go to our Discord right now in the description, join for free, and go talk to -1. You know, like that's a very real possibility that you can do. And he's someone that will be at Worlds. You know
Zaid King.
Zaid
all
King,
these guys,
Zaid King grew up on Battle Phase tournaments. That's we raised that boy. You know what I mean? He won the whole thing after playing in our daily tournaments. So it's very easy to get in contact with all that. But I think it all ultimately comes down to, you know, Konami. Konami could easily have like, CSGO started this trend, at least in the West, where you can attach your game account to your Twitch channel, and then as you watch the stream, you get free rewards for watching the stream, right? Loot boxes and stuff like that. So you've got to engage the, if you want to call them casual audience. Basically, I just call them the non-competitive audience. They don't really care about competitive play. They care about more. About
they can be very hardcore, just not hardcore.
Not in that fashion.
Yeah.
you have to engage them in terms of wanting to watch that competitive environment and getting into it. Because in reality, there may be people out there who are interested in competitive, they just don't know where to start, and that would be a good casual way to start getting into like the world scene and stuff like that.
Right.
Because I know that's how I got into League of Legends competitive way back in the day, because they were just doing like like random in-client stuff. You click it in your actual game. It's like, oh, Worlds is being streamed. Let's go watch it. So, that'd be a good way to, if they wanted to do something like that, they could just attach it. Be like, you get mats and sleeves for watching like an hour of the Worlds content or something like that. And just in general, Konami could do more to get in contact with their content creators to help promote this. They're very heavily in favor of contacting other well-known content creators outside of Duel Links to try and bring in more players. But they could easily contact DLM, DLE, any of the Mango, all the big boys that we have, Mood Trapper. They could contact any of these people and try to get their audiences more attached to like the competitive Worlds environment, because we have no real reason to do that type of content unless it gets like good viewership, right? If our audience doesn't care, then it just gets lost in the shuffle, like the next top 10 list. But if we had the ability to be like, hey, if you're watching our live stream here at DLE, you might have a chance to get like an exclusive Worlds mat, just something simple like that. The amount of people that will show up and watch and probably actually enjoy the stream and then actually want more of that type of content would increase significantly.
Imagine
if it's just to watch, they don't care.
Yeah, imagine if they could give away like 10 free packs out of the new box, or something like that.
They would probably never do something like that, because
but I mean, if they're I mean, there's a lot of, like, you go to locals, right? You go to your locals. I guess there's a little entry fee, but you get packs for going, and
yeah.
So
it's just one of those things where unless it affects them directly, I don't care type of mindset.
Right, they're making enough money. Why would they need to change anything?
Yeah, and same for the players. Like if it's not something that impacts me directly, I don't care. Even though in reality, even you should be watching it just to see how the best players are playing the best decks. Especially this first phase. This first phase isn't even like with random rule set. It's literally the ladder meta. They can play whatever deck they want whenever they want. It's literally the ladder meta. So if you want to see what the best decks are in the hands of the best players, hands down in the ladder meta, which is what you play on a daily basis, you should be watching KCGT. You should care a lot about KCGT.
Well, I think
that's gonna impact what gets nerfed.
Another facet, though, is I always thought that too. Like, everybody that's playing on the ladder wants to play the best, but through doing these videos and talking to viewers and stuff, some of them just want to play what they call fun decks, anime decks. And like all of this is just completely foreign to them, so I think that alienates a lot of people too. Now, we did see like in past World formats where they had like character decks, right, where they made them play like a character and their ace card basically.
That'll come later, yeah.
Okay.
That's going to be in the August event probably. They're still going to do something similar to that where you have to use your character event. But here's the other thing: like even if you wanted to play a fun deck, I would imagine you want to play a fun deck and win, right?
I would think.
From a person who used to exclusively play meme decks and try to win with them in competitive settings, understanding the meta and understanding competitive helps you win with your meme decks and your fun anime decks like that. So unless you just want to play and don't mind losing a bunch, you should still care. You should still absolutely 100% care. It isn't something that it's like you should just disregard. It's irrelevant to me. It is irrelevant. It's relevant to anyone that plays this game, in my opinion.
Okay, and then I think one last thing that people talk about a lot, or I see a lot of comments on, I should say, is they feel that this is just pay-to-win players, and it's not relevant to them because these are guys just buying their decks and then just beating each other up.
Yeah, that's just silly. There's plenty of people who we've actually had someone go to Worlds and get pretty far. Being purely free to play. He actually lost at Worlds because he was totally free to play and didn't have an additional Purgatrio to go for game. He had game and just couldn't go for it. So that's 100% just not even true. Yes, if you pay money, you have an advantage over people. I'm not gonna deny that. But that does not completely say that you can't make it in like the World stage. Free to play, pay to win, it's irrelevant. At the end of the day, the people playing are still Duel Links players, and we should help support Duel Links players.
That's true. Instead of being mad at someone, right? I think the only difference is,
you're free to play or you're pay to win. I don't like you as a person. Nah, man. That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant.
I think when it comes down to it, the only difference between free to play and pay to win is Book of Moon. You just have better access to Book of Moon. You know?
Yeah, and even then, technically, Book of Moon can still be farmed on an alternate account. So,
yeah, if you're willing to do it. So I don't know. I guess this is just another why you should watch the KCGT thing.
Please watch it.
Please watch it.
It's super important that you watch it. Show Konami that you want to support Duel Links players, Duel Links content creators, and Konami will be more open to providing Worlds content to content creators instead of them having to go outside of the community, bring someone in. And nothing against Farpa, he did the best job he could, but let's be honest here. We want someone like how Japanese players got Sun. We want something like that. You know what I mean? We want someone with actual Duel Links
someone in the community from North America.
The community, even if it's not us. It doesn't even have to be us.
Oh, yeah.
I want a Duel Links player for the English community so everyone can enjoy Worlds at a 100%, optimal level.
Yeah, I said North America, but I mean South America, Europe, all of that, because that's what our community is. I always say NA, but it's really North America, the South America, Europe, all that. I mean, we get people from all over, so yeah, definitely. Let us know what you think in the comments below. I guess this was our second attempt to get you to watch the KCGT. Have we changed your mind? Was Rye persuasive enough, or is it still get out of here? I ain't watching that crap.
Get out of here! I don't care. Where's my top 10?
Yep, give me my gems, give me my dream tickets. All right, we're going to get out of here, but you should get in the Discord because it's free. The tournaments are free. The new player help is free. I'm Circus. That's Rye.
See you later, boys. I'll see you at Saturday, 6 a.m. All right, me, Kamel, PDS, -1, Mood Trapper. We'll all see you there.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time.